You know, I come to you today not as a freaking guitarist, but just talking because, I mean, yeah, I'm going to be practicing, little things here and there, sharpen up my skills. Because, I mean, practice is important. It's a very important part of life. But sometimes I'm bored. I don't really know who to talk to, so. And I'd be pretty funny sometimes. I'd think about something and I'm like, damn, that was pretty crazy. Like, for example, the cruise I went on, wonderful cruise, right? And, I had a lot of fun. You know, I mean, you're on the sea. You can't really be on your phone because Wi-Fi. If you get the Wi-Fi, we didn't get the Wi-Fi because we're broke. Okay, but there's nothing wrong with that. It was extra money that wasn't worth spending from what we heard, and you don't really have anything to do on your phone, so you just do whatever the fuck else. And there's plenty of whatever else to do on the cruise, man. Let me tell you, on a cruise, there's plenty of whatever else. Like, there's like a pool. There's a roller coaster on the one we went on. A few water slides. They weren't that great, but it's still fun because you're on a water slide on a cruise. Like, how could you be upset about that? You're on a water slide on a cruise. It's fucking awesome. I didn't get to do the roller coaster because we waited till last minute, like always. Excuse me. Waited till last minute, and they closed the last day. Shocker. Tell me about it, right? So, I had fun. We stopped like 3 times. It was like Cozumel, Mexico, Costa Maya, and Boca Raton, I think. I think so. Yeah, Boca Raton from Honduras, and then Cozumel, Mexico, and I think Costa Maya was our first stop, and then it was the Cozumel, and then Honduras. Now, I don't really remember the stops that great. We didn't really do much. The first stop, we like drove around to the beaches. It was fun nonetheless. Like, we drove for a while. It was great. We had a blast. All right. The drive was beautiful. We went to a little tequila tasting thing. And let me tell you, there was a coffee one, man. It was fucking off the hook. I didn't even know, like, bro, it tasted just like coffee. It didn't taste like anything. It's crazy, right? It was just coffee. It was just coffee. And, I learned something there, actually. Believe it or not, you actually learn stuff on the little tours. Because it was like a tour and like a tasting at the same time. It started with a tour, and then they went to a tasting. And the tequilas you get from the store, they're very they go down really rough because they haven't been like resting for longer or aging for longer. I forgot the word for it, but they haven't sat there as long as well aged fine, and like that goes down a lot easier. It goes down like nothing. And after that, we went to the beach, had some fun. Yeah, beach, right? It was the same as like any beach in Florida. Let's be real. A beach is a beach. There's nothing really unique about a beach unless it has like fucking purple sand or black sand like Hawaii, or it's like rocks. I don't know why they have a rock beach in Hawaii. That's so stupid. I'm sorry, but it's kind of fucking stupid because why would I want to be on rocks? Why would I want to stand and walk around on rocks? You need shoes to go on that beach. And if I'm going to the beach, I want to put my feet in the sand, barefoot, right? And go in the water and, have fun in the water, You go to the beach for the fucking waves and shit and the little sand castles and the this and that. You can't do that. At a beach with rocks, you can't do that. You can go in there for the water, sure, but it's like not everyone wants to get wet all the time, Sometimes I just want to relax on the shore, have my little shit in the shore, and relax in the shore. Sit in the sand, just relax, right? And let me think. The second stop, Cozumel, we went to a pool. It was like this thing. It was like a beach with a pool. I don't know why you do a beach and a pool at the same place. It's kind of stupid if you ask me. But it was like a stretch of beach, and there was like a pool here. Oh wait. I'm lying. Okay? I'm lying. It was not true. Actually, Cozumel, we went to a pool. It was like, there was like dolphins there. It was a nice pool, okay? There was a lot of people in there, and it was really fucking crowded. But there was still somehow enough room for everyone. It's pretty crazy. And I got like this, my mom got like this long drink, like this tall drink. And like she got to like here. She let me have the rest. And honestly, it wasn't that great. It wasn't that great. The ice was pretty melted already, so I was like, it's kind of gross. Kind of tastes like watery. And, I think that a vacation like that is more of a family vacation, so I really hanged around family most of the time because, shit, what else am I supposed to do? Yeah, am I supposed to, like, be on my phone? Because I can't listen to music. I can't do anything. So I might as well fucking, like, go chill out with family that I don't really chill out with most of the time, So, yeah, I ended up hanging out with a bunch of family. And I'm not complaining. It was wonderful to have some fun with my family, It was beautiful. It was fun. I had a great time. I went to the buffet, got a bunch of ice cream. I ate so much ice cream I was nauseous. And it's hard to eat that much ice cream, let me tell you. It was unlimited ice cream. So it wasn't that hard, you just keep getting ice cream. But usually, like in civilian life, like on the, like, just if you're in the house, you're like, oh, let me just eat some ice cream, let me just fuck my stomach up, eat like a bunch of ice cream. It's pretty hard to get your hands on that much ice cream. You need like fucking 3 tubs. It's really hard. And I was doing all that on a cruise. And I was like, oh man, and let me tell you about the food. The food was legendary. I've never eaten that good in my life, bro. It's like the best I've ever eaten ever. Like, they had this Chinese and Mexican place, like Chibang or something like that. It was really good. And then there was also a comedy show that was like for older people, 18 and older, and I snuck in there. I snuck in there with my cousin's ex, because I don't think they're together anymore. Sucks, because it was kind of cool, I don't know what happened. I don't know the details of it, but it's pretty sad. Because I actually really liked him, He's pretty cool. We went fishing a few times. I didn't know at the time, but he knew guitar, so I got a guitar, and he was like, oh, I know guitar. He's like, really? It's pretty fucking cool, And, like, the comedy show, it was pretty funny, but, like, it was sort of crude, The guy apparently had, like a show before that, so he kind of ran out of material. It was kind of mid. He just walked around the cruise the rest of that time. And honestly, that was about it. Really fun. It was worth it. Just a week, like, on the sea. You get kind of bored because you don't really have your phone. And I'm assuming most people just do whatever the fuck on their phones, But it was kind of boring because I didn't have my phone, so I couldn't really watch anything or play anything. Dude, my stomach just made the loudest noise ever. I don't know if you heard it, but I heard it. It was like really loud. It was like, whoa. So I guess it's snack time. But like, the thing is about the cruise, like, it's 50-50. If you like to travel, it's fucking perfect. I love going places. I love trying new things. There was a lot of things to try in that buffet, let me tell you. There was a lot of things to try in that buffet. Not only the buffet, there was also, like, plenty of other things to do. My lighting looks a bit off. Hold on, let me, like... Whoa. There, now you can, like, sort of see my eyes a little better. Jeez. But it was nice. It was nice to go out with family, have fun, do fuck all on a cruise, you know. You drink a little bit, and you have fun. Cruises, you don't work on cruises, okay? You don't, well, unless you work on a cruise, then that's different. You work on a cruise if you have a job on the cruise. But you leave your dishes there, they fucking pick them up, you know. You just have them do your room and shit. It's fucking awesome. It's worth the money, let me tell you. And you know, I thought cruises were like a fucking $1,000 and shit. They're cheaper than I thought. For one person to go on a cruise, it's pretty cheap. But for like 4 people, like my whole family, for us all to go, was a little expensive because it was 4 people. But if it was just my mom and my dad, it'd be pretty cheap, okay? And it's still money. Don't get me wrong. It's like, I think 5,000. No, not 5,000. 500, like 750 is still a pretty good chunk of change, right? But it's worth it. You know, that was like a week. It was a whole week. 2-day cruise is probably like $200. Like, if you love to travel, I'm sure you've been on a few cruises, okay? Because you're not going to stay at the dock on a cruise. You're not going to stay at the dock and do fuck all and do nothing and just sit there and fucking twiddle your dick. Like, what are you doing on a cruise? Like, I didn't even know what to do. There was so much stuff to do, I didn't even know what to do. Like, there was a casino, there's a few, like, live events. I ended up going to the buffet a lot more than I would have thought. Like, literally, I spent most of my time, like, most of the times I went out the room was just to go grab something to eat. Like, let me tell you, the pizza there was so good. It was like an actual pizza. It was like a single person pizza, and they would, like, cut it in half. And you could just grab both halves, you know, fuck it, just grab both halves. Or you can, like, take one half and just leave the other half for another person. But it was like actual, like, pizza. It wasn't like fucking Little Caesars or one of those little chain restaurants. It was like actual dough, you know. They like splotched the mozzarella on there, and that's a little touch that a lot of people don't know. Is like, you know, you get globs of mozzarella. You don't just have shredded mozzarella. You got, like, you have globs of mozzarella, right? You can shred it if you want, but it's not authentic apparently. They like cut little chunks off of it and just throw it on there. I don't know. And the sauce was good. Yeah, I'm real picky about the pizza sauce. If you think about it, the sauce is like half the pizza, because the dough don't really taste like anything. The dough, it depends on how soft, how hard it is, you know. Like, I like a crunchy dough, you know, like crunchy here, and then, like, the crust is nice and crunchy. Ooh. Man, let me tell you, fucking pizza is awesome. There's so much possibilities with pizza. You got, like, pizzas and then burgers. They're very customizable. Hot dogs, I feel like, are like one of the least customizable foods. What do you do with a fucking hot dog? You put condiments on it, right? It's not really very customizable. You could put, like, onion on there, sure. Oh, I love a hot dog with those sorbet onions. You know what I'm talking about? Like, in the jar. Them things are good. Those are so fucking good. And I feel like this is going for long enough, so I'm gonna cut it here. But let me tell you, yo, any suggestions that you want, just put them in the fucking comments, and I'll read it. I'm pretty sure I'll read, like, every comment, because I'm sure there's not going to be many comments, because I'm just starting it, okay? But if there's any, ooh, I'm one hungry motherfucker right now. Anyways, if there's anything that you guys want to hear me talk about, that's what they're there for. The comments are there to, like, for your input, okay? And I'm sure no one's gonna care about what I have to say, right? It's just for something to put in the background, honestly. I'm sure I'm not enlightening anybody about a cruise, or, like, I'm sure I'll find things that are, like, interesting to talk about. You know, I'll figure it out sooner or later, you know, talk about, like, how to do things, or, you know, I'll figure it out, okay? But for now, talking about cruises. So. That's all I know. This is like one of the only songs I know, like front to back and like lyrics and everything. I don't do lyrics. I'm not that great at singing. If you looked at my Instagram, you know I'm not that great. I messed up playing the guitar and singing at the same time. It's hard. It's hard to time. It's hard to do. It's hard to get the rhythm, but you see I'm already yapping about that shit. So if there's anything worth talking about, tell me. If you want me to learn something, just tell me and I'll talk about it in the easiest terms I can muster, okay? And I'll take notes about it. I'll simplify the notes. Just let me know. I'm like your fucking study weapon. Like, because I'll make it interesting. I'm sure you're not gonna watch, but you're sure as hell gonna listen, because, you know, I'm more of a, you put me in the background to listen instead of a, you fucking watch me do whatever the fuck and sit here and talk the whole time. Yeah, I think that's about it. Because realistically, this was just a test run to see if I can hold up on camera. Excuse me. This is just a test to see if I can hold up on camera, and I can pretty well. You know, I can talk to a camera. It's like I'm talking to someone else, but it's me. It's not someone else. It's me. That's the fun part, because I know what I'm gonna say. It's not like I don't know what the next person's gonna say. I'm just building off of my own ideas. I'm not talking about something someone else likes. I'm talking about something I like. And it's not what they think, it's what I think on my channel. And it's also what other people think, because the comments. But I get to make videos about what I want. I gotta switch on my strings, so I'm sure I'll make a video switching my strings and yapping. They're gonna break soon, and they're kind of dirty. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, peace out, guys.